What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pleeka. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And today we're talking about Game of Thrones Season 8, Battle of Winterfell. That was a pretty interesting episode.
Yeah.
I did not expect Arya to kill the Night King in the end. I mean, I kind of did I did from a certain point, but the whole episode, like going into it, I didn't think that was going to happen.
Going into it, yeah.
Once he was standing at Bran and everything was happening, and it took 5 minutes for anybody to walk into a room and Jon to go past the dragon, and they're looking at each other and all that, I was like, oh, she's going to fucking come flying and stab him.
I thought, yeah, as soon as Melisandre talked to her, I knew.
Yeah, something's going to happen like that. I thought it was weird, I thought, to have Melisandre in the, like...
Just show up and kill her.
Because she showed up and she's like, oh, here's some fire. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, here's some more fire.
Worked for a little bit.
That didn't really work. Worked a little bit. Hey, Arya, what did we say to death? Not today. And then she goes and dies. Like, it was weird if that's her whole purpose.
Yeah, she just motivated Arya.
Yeah, I really liked the fact that like it kind of strung some things together with the Lord of Light, so that we're like Beric Dondarrion has only been brought to life so many times because he had to get Arya safe to Melisandre to say, hey, go kill the Night King.
Yeah.
Which in a way I feel like like the people that say, oh, I don't want Game of Thrones to be like everything has to happen for a reason are gonna hate that. Because it goes more into, like, everything's meant to happen.
Right.
But I feel like it's also one of the things that everything's meant to happen, but, like, you also have to have the push to do it.
You have to do it, too.
Like, you kind of, like, because Bran's kind of said that also.
I was kind of disappointed that I thought Bran would do something this episode other than just
I was wondering that maybe he'd work into the dragon when it's about to kill Jon or...
Because I don't think...
Something. Because he told, what's his face? He's like, oh, I'm going to go for a minute. And then rolls back. And then he sees the Night King, and then he's just working, doing whatever the whole time.
And... Were you at all, like, at any point did you think Theon was going to kill the Night King?
No.
Me either.
Especially because kind of Bran gave him what he wanted. He's like, oh, you're a good man, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, he's just going to run and die.
I was like, really? So he did all this stuff to sit there and then get killed by the Night King?
Yeah, that was a little odd.
Yeah.
I honestly, for a good 30 seconds, thought, oh, fuck, Daenerys is going to die. Because, like, they were running. Like, it was like ants on a dead bird going all over her dragon. And then she fell off, and I was like, oh, wow, are they going to fucking kill her right now? Especially because you got in my head before watching it saying there's going to be some big twist. I was like, fuck, they're going to kill her because they do have a rightful king. So, like, I was like, oh, my God.
I did think as she fell, I was like, oh, if they killed her, they wouldn't have to worry about the last Targaryen.
They win, and Jon's like, by the way, Targaryen.
Yeah.
Well, and then she got saved and all that. And, of course, her dragon showed up right at the end after everything.
The battle was cool, and the battle was, like, ominous. It was like, oh, my God, how are they going to win? And
yeah.
But then you got to, you just got to stab the Night King. They set that up last year.
Yeah.
Killed him. He turned them all.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, easier said than done, but it was a little, it was dark and fast. It was hard to follow.
It was very, like, for most of the battle, like, it was like, they usually battle like that. In Game of Thrones, it's fast, and, like, because it kind of shows you the perspective of, like, you don't know what's going on in the battle.
Yeah.
But I felt like for the dragons, like, a lot of the time, I didn't know what was going on with the dragons, and I didn't like that. Like, I was like, I'd rather just watch the normal battle if you're going to show me something, because I don't know what's happening here.
It was...
And I also, I think the biggest thing I didn't like about this episode was that they kept, like, using the cold and the fog and stuff, mess with the dragons, and they can't see, and then they can't help, so then people die down below, and and then Jon just parked his dragon for some reason.
Yeah, he parked it, and then Daenerys got lost in the clouds.
Yeah, that was a little weird, but I got because they needed to later go fight the Night King. With the battle in the sky was pretty cool. All three of them shooting and shit.
It was very surprising when he knocked,
and then
the
he
Night King
fell
down.
off. Yeah, which though he just walked in and then raised the dead. So like, did you do that on purpose?
Probably
because he was waiting the whole time.
He didn't die on purpose though. He didn't see that coming.
He didn't. Yeah, my favorite part of the episode was when Daenerys is breathing her fire at him. She's like, "You fucking dead," and he's just standing there and he smiles at her.
Yeah,
that was a great scene.
He was a cocky little bitch.
He was very cocky. I was really hoping there'd be a fight with him and Jon, like a sword fight.
That's what I was hoping
I didn't
too.
think that's what would beat him. I thought someone would come up and Jon would have to he'd get away.
Yeah.
But I thought there'd be like a cool, because we saw that one and like when Jon was fighting the White Walker. And then Jon ended up killing him.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be similar to that because they've also been comparing this the Hardhome or whatever.
Yeah, I thought it would too. I told you before we came in here that I somehow didn't even remember that he could do that.
They'll raise the dead until he did it.
I mean, I remembered. I just didn't
think about it.
Yeah, and then he's like, and I'm like, oh motherfucker.
Yeah.
Lyanna was cool in this episode.
Yeah. It was a little sad.
A little sad. She got killed, but she killed that big giant.
I like because like there's no way she was gonna win, but I like that they gave her like you died, but you killed a giant.
She
White
went out
Walker.
fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
I thought that it was gonna be a throwaway, like when he just batted her away. I was like, "Fuck, that's how they kill her."
Yeah, he like Thored her. Or
Yeah,
hulked her.
hulked to Thor. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then she came back, and that was a pretty cool scene too.
Yeah, and he just crushed her. That was a little.
Yeah, you get like Kieran like spilling blood out, but then she
Yeah.
stepped him in the eye.
Yeah, that was cool. She kind of did to him what Arya did to the Night King.
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
You know?
Were you afraid Arya might get killed by the Night King and then they just prevail when she jumped and then got caught?
When she got caught for that split second, I thought, oh, she's not gonna kill him, but then she dropped it.
That was in her Faceless Man training, right? When they would like drop the knife and do stuff, or when was that? Because she's done that before. I was trying to remember when that was.
I don't know.
'Cause we've seen her do stuff fighting like that, and like she knocked the girl down or whatever.
Yeah,
It was something
she's
like
done
that.
so much. I don't really
Remember the specific moment?
Yeah.
But when she did, I was like, oh, that's her move. I liked that.
It was cool. I mean, it's cool too that Bran gave her that last season.
Yeah,
You
they
know.
kind of set it up, even though he didn't really know.
He did know though, didn't he?
Well, he doesn't know the future, so he can't know. Otherwise, he would have been like, "You guys are fine. Just put me by a tree."
You don't think he was like, "Hey, are you gonna need this later?"
No,
Because everyone thought he gave it to her to kill.
I don't think he knows what's gonna happen in the future. Because he doesn't seem to know. He seems to have an idea because of like previous events, what can happen, but I don't think he knows exact. Because they even asked him about the will Dragonfire hurt him? He's like, I don't know. No one's ever tried. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
So I don't think he knows the future.
I think he gave it to her for a purpose.
We'll probably never know.
No, probably
Unless
not.
she's talking like she's like, hey, did you know I was gonna kill a Night King like that?
And he's like, no.
He's like, no, and then like looked at her like she's fucking stupid.
that could happen.
So next on, they're just gonna prepare battle and go to Cersei.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Who
interesting.
do they have left? They're all dead.
Not really. I mean, a lot of their armies died, but like
Like all the
they'll
Dothraki?
they'll just make up some extras that they
That
got
was pretty
there.
fucked up in the beginning. With all the Dothraki.
Yeah,
and then
when
it
that
just-
happened, I was like, well, what the fuck's gonna happen the rest of the episode? They killed like that army right away.
And his ghost dead.
I feel like they would have showed. They'd show like every other one die. They would show Ghost die, I think, if Ghost was dead. Don't you think so?
You'd think.
I thought Ghost might help Jon when he was like running towards the Night King, and that's how they get to the fight.
Oh.
Like Ghost would maybe grab him. Like I thought maybe Ghost would die by like
mean-
grabbing the Night King, and the Night King would kill him before he's raising the dead.
Ghost does live up to his name.
Just never shown up.
Yeah. He's
Like, he randomly ran into battle with the Dothraki, and then
He's
he
like,
ra-
"Hey, I'm with
did he
these
run
guys."
back or no?
No, I don't think so.
If he didn't run, okay, so then they didn't show the actual until die, so then it is possible that he's dead.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do have a question, because, I mean, Jorah did die eventually, but how he was in the front of the line of the Unsullied. They all die. And
He
then
wasn't in the front. He was like in the middle.
Oh,
Not the
wh-
Unsullied,
wh-
the Dothraki.
Yeah, my bad. And it looked like he was in front when they were gone. But
Yeah,
then
but
he,
they ran past him. He must be a slow.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did that on purpose so he can get back. 'Cause I was like, how did he survive?
You know, I was surprised when Daenerys was like stabbing people.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
She did get Jorah killed though. Because at one point there's a sword coming at her and she picked him up and then he got stabbed right in the chest. That was like the fatal blow.
Yeah, but that was like the third time he got stabbed.
yeah.
I mean, he was gonna die.
Was there anybody that you didn't expect to die, or anybody that like you were like a good moment you were afraid for them to die?
I never thought Arya was gonna die. I felt bad when Dondarrion died.
I did too, especially
Because
because
he
he's
was
saving Arya. But
was-
then when she said like, "Oh, your goal was to bring her here," I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, he fulfilled his duty."
At least he did it for a reason.
I liked too how he had the way he talked the Hound out of it. Was like, "Yeah, tell that to her," and then they went and saved her.
I kind of felt bad, but I don't think Sam died.
Yeah, he
When-
didn't. They showed him again. He was screaming because White Walkers were on him, and then the next they show him, he's just they're like. So, but like,
Oh, yeah.
see, the thing is that last part is hard to know time because he was freaking out, and then John ran. He was fighting that dragon. It seemed like for 5 minutes for us, but everything was like slow, kind of.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like they probably she like Arya probably saved him by doing
Yeah.
that.
I
But
think Arya saved a lot of people.
I felt like they Walking Deaded there a lot of the big people.
And for those of
Like-
you that don't know that,
That mean like when a main actor is about to get killed
by a zombie, it takes the
it's
zombies a long
long time, or something happens very convenient. Like John's surrounded, and then all of a sudden the dragon shows up right there that just went away because they're getting spears at him. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of moments like that I was like, I mean, this is supposed to be the big episode where like I'm worried for people, but like that by the 5th time that happened, I was like, okay, well,
John,
only certain
at
people
no
will
point
die.
was I worried John was gonna die. He was just slicing through.
I didn't
like
either.
Crazy.
But yeah, I mean, I think the episode maybe should have been a little tighter, and I would have enjoyed it more. Because it just felt I didn't think it needed to be this long.
I didn't mind that it was this long.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the episode a lot.
I did too, but I still like.
But I know, but I get what you mean with the
I feel
fighting.
like I feel about this how like we say Marvel movies, like even a bad Marvel movie isn't that bad of a movie. Like this isn't a bad Game of Thrones episode to me, but like it was still good. I just felt like there were some moments that I was like, all right, can we go to like the next part?
Yeah, I get that. I mean, you can only. That's why I don't like zombies. You can only fight them for so long. Either you win or you lose. It's just
Yeah, I mean I get that. That's why I like these zombies though, because they were kind of different, and there's like a
the blue
night,
ones are.
there's
Yeah.
a night
the
king
whites
behind
are.
him and stuff like that. Like
Or the White Walkers.
I felt like there was a lot more story to tell with these guys, and that's probably what the prequel show's about. But who the fuck cares now? 'Cause they're all dead. Because like, what was their symbols about? What
Right.
was like? It's just weird. And like, why did he want those babies? And that he probably grew them up to be those guys. But
Yeah.
like, there's a lot more story I feel like to be told. And maybe if this had got more seasons, we'd know.
hard to tell a story about people that don't talk.
Yeah,
You know.
I know. I don't remember if it was the books or the show. But the same guy that made the Dothraki language made a language for the White Walkers.
Oh yeah, you told
And
me.
then, whichever books or show, they were like, that's kind of weird. Let's just not let them talk. I don't remember what it was.
You know, like, but then if they talked, like that smile that he gave wouldn't have been as cool.
If you talked, he'd be like, fuck you, Daenerys Targaryen.
You think he knows her name?
Yeah, he knows everything. And he'd go, you know nothing, Johnson. He'd just start going
He
off
doesn't know
on him.
everything. He didn't know Arya was coming.
That's true.
She's like, oh my.
That makes me wonder things, too, because like, he knows things, and he knows, like, kind of like Bran, and then he didn't see that coming.
Or that.
Yeah. I guess he did see that coming. He didn't see her trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did enjoy the episode. I hope it doesn't sound like I hated it. There's just a few moments that, like, I thought the fighting with the dragons was a little bit transformery where I didn't know what was going on,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt like they walked into their characters a little too much.
I get what you mean.
But I do, like, I think I told you this out there, I think they did that because some of these characters, they want to die or have moments with, like,
Real
Euron or Cersei and stuff like that. Like, their moment to die will be later on, or, like, they have to kill people later on so they can't die here, which ultimately, when the story's over, I'll enjoy that. I'll like that.
Well, and see, for me, it's different. This is what I thought would happen. I thought.
Yeah, me too. I
thought
did
they would-
too.
I thought they would defeat the Night King in episode 3.
When we did our previous podcast about this, I didn't agree with you on that. And then last week, once Bran told him that, I was like, well, if he's just after Bran, it probably will end here. Because, like, why would he? Because they're not going to let him, like, if he doesn't win here, like, if they don't defeat him here, like, they still won't be defeat Cersei, and there's only, like, 3 episodes left. So,
Right.
like, where's it going to go? So it made sense for it to happen there now.
Yeah, I just thought.
Because before that, I thought he wanted, like, Cersei dead and, like, all them gone.
Well, I think he did. I just think he needed to kill Bran to
Bran
get it
first,
completed.
yeah.
But I just thought.
Which maybe he should have killed Arya first.
Maybe. I thought it would be. We knew they were going to fight in episode 3, but I always thought that Cersei was like the person who they need to fight.
I was a little surprised, which maybe they just didn't want to spoil us in the next on, but I thought Cersei's is it the Golden Company.
Yeah,
I always call them something different.
I know.
I expected like them preparing to go to battle right after Winterfell's like fucked, like them just to be ready to go. But it doesn't really look like that from the next on. But they could have purposely made it not look like that so it doesn't spoil it.
They might just be holding fort and waiting for them to come.
Yeah, I saw people think there's like a city in between where I think where Yara, I'm missing her name.
Yeah,
Yara, and she's like waiting there, so like they'd have to go through that to get to Cersei.
But Yara went home though.
Oh, is it not Yara? Mira.
Oh yeah.
I was getting my eras mixed up. Where she went back home to, because then we could see her again and stuff. So some people think that they might be waiting there.
Yeah, you can't get.
But,
no
like-
one's ever come north when people held that spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
forget what it's called.
those battles will be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully it continues.
So do you think next episode, John's like, hey, defeated the Night King. I just want to tell. I'm a Targaryen. Like he lets them all know. Or do you think that's not going to be till like a last moment type of thing?
I think he'll tell the people in the north. It seemed like the north was behind.
I feel like after this and they see her fighting with them, they're like, maybe she isn't so bad. Although Although Sansa didn't see. I think Sansa down below. She doesn't feel that way. But I do feel like...
Yeah, but then again, like, Miss Andy had a good point down the crypt. So wouldn't she hear you? I'll be dead anyway, so...
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so...
But I can't wait for the rest of these episodes to come.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Now we'll get a lot more... That's 2 episodes in a row. No Cersei.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're going to get a lot of her coming soon.
And she's going to be a bitch.
Yeah. And we're going to get someone with that baby. That baby means something. They brought it up way too much. Either it's fake and it's a lie, or something's got to come into play. They bring it up way too much, I think.
Yeah, they do.
For it to be nothing.
They do.
Any last things you want to say about the Battle of Winterfell?
Arya saved the day.
Okay, well, on that note, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on the Battle of Winterfell. We'll see you guys next week for episode 4. Fuck you, Daenerys Targaryen.